Hello and welcome to a new video.
Hello.
Where are we today?
We are in Split, which is actually our favorite Croatian city.
We'll see if it's still our favorite at the end of the video.
It is. What are we going to show you in this video? We're going to show you food, beaches.
Are we still in Split?
And of course,
The Diocletian's palace, which is the main part. And we're gonna hike also a little bit in the green area of Split, and I hope you'll enjoy the video. But first, we're going up to the bell tower to get a better view. It's quite steep. We are up on the bell tower. It was added actually to the cathedral in the 13th century. It is not for the faint-hearted.
the climb up is quite
Steep, very
and
narrow, and it's really hard not to look down because you can see down everywhere. But the view is really nice, and get here early in the morning, or I think maybe also in the evening. Now let's get into the Cathedral of Saint Domnius, or as the locals call it, Sveti Due. It was built as Diocletian's mausoleum, who was the last Roman emperor to persecute Christians. He was actually responsible for the beheading of Sveti Due, and then the locals in the 7th century changed the building into a cathedral, and it's now dedicated to Sveti Due and the Virgin Mary. Now to the palace itself. It was built at the turn of the 4th century AD, and it was intended as a retirement residence for Diocletian. It is really big. It actually represents like half of the old town of Split. The most central part is Pedestal Square. It is amazing at any time of the day. You can enter the palace on many sides.
there are 4 gates.
Yeah, and this is the
Golden Gate or the Zlatna Vrata.
on the northern side. And what's also special here is the Bishop of Nin, his statue actually. He was quite important because he introduced the Croatian language into churches and stuff. And there's a
And you
legend.
have to touch his toe and make a wish. So let's do that.
But my wish has already came true. I have you.
Cheesy.
We are now in the treasury, which is part of the green ticket, which is 70 kuna, but by the time you're watching it, it's going to be in euro, so I think it's going to be 10 euro. So the ticket is combined for the bell tower, for the cathedral, and for the treasury. Good. We are now in the basement halls of Diocletian's palace.
Entrance fee is, I think, 50 kuna.
It looks
Very Asian.
we are now here in the evening and it's quite quiet. I'm not sure how this is in the high season, but now it's very, very nice. The palace, which is basically a town nowadays.
It is the heart of Old Split.
Yeah. If you're not really into museums,
Just don't go. Just wander the streets. They are amazing.
marvel at the architecture, but do invest in one thing.
Yes,
We really recommend.
I would say the bell tower. It's really worth it. You get a good overview of the city, and just come early, I would say.
Exactly. If you come to Split, there's a big chance you're going to need a beach. But luckily there are many options to choose from, and
In the city center there are no beaches. There's just the ferry port, so you have to either go left or right from the city center. To the left you can find very famous Bačvice beach, which is kind of a party beach. There you can play this game. I don't know how the name is. We will
I
put
forgot
text
the
in.
name.
Yeah. And further there is the hotel area. You can find some beaches and coves there, but on the other hand you can go right, and here are a little more, let's say, local beaches.
we're going to check those out. If you decide to go to Kašljun beach, do not walk. Exactly. We're filming, today is the 30th of October. The weather is extreme, it's really warm. It's not usually like this, but in the summertime you would die.
Also there's no pedestrian zone or
Yeah.
designated area where you can walk. You cannot walk by the ocean, so maybe take a bus, I think number
Rent a
12.
bus, yeah, rent a bicycle,
Or
get a
yeah,
taxi, get a tuk-tuk,
exactly, yeah.
anything. Forget everything what we said. If you can, just walk. You'll be rewarded with, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's like Makarska. If we would have to pick our favorite beach, it would be Kašljun, just for the fact that it is really similar to all the other beaches in Dalmatia, you know, the beautiful pebbles, clear water. It's really nice. We came back the next day by car, and luckily we had our stand-up paddle in the trunk. This feels very strange so late in the season, but it's lovely. As we have said before, this is not normal weather. It is the last day of October. So those were the beaches, and because we didn't want to walk back, we hitchhiked. And of course, if someone's going to pick us up here, it's going to be in Split, and of course immediately a friendly local guy brought us to
Riva. This is the
place to go, place to come, to be seen. The main promenade on the coastline.
Also a nice spot for sunset.
Exactly, we're gonna now get ready for dinner, but during that we're gonna take you just 10 minutes outside of the city and we'll meet you back for dinner.
So just a 10 minutes drive out of town of Split, which you can see behind us, is Fortress Klis.
The historical records of this place go back to 200 BC, and it saw many battles, many rulers, many owners, and the entire story reads like a plot of Game of Thrones. So yeah, they filmed the show here from season 3, I think. We haven't come to that part yet.
But we found the dragons.
So I guess the dragons are coming. Entrance fee is €10, and also included is the Olive Museum and an ethnic village.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I think you can spend like an hour here. Now back to the lounging Simon and Jure. Okay, we're not lounging, but we are hungry. And so we're moving on to the next part of the video, which is
Food.
yeah, and we're starting in Konoba Fetivi.
Yes, it is in the Michelin Guide.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Fish soup. Made an exception. Very hot, but very good. Very good. Especially the black risotto.
Yes.
Really nice. We made an exception and ate fish. So now we just need to get hungry again, then we'll see you again.
That didn't take long. We have to have some dessert, so we got fritule, which are also quite Croatian. So let's try one. It's dough, deep fried. Good, very good actually.
Breakfast. What do we normally do? We get takeout, coffee. Yesterday we had breakfast on the Riva, and today we're going to take our breakfast to the beach.
And a croissant for Jure. This is the only spar in the world probably which is in a 15th century palace. On the last day, we made an exception. We're having vegan breakfast. Scrambled tofu.
In Croatia, you will definitely come across Kraš. They make everything, all the best stuff, sweet. We just couldn't resist.
No, so we would recommend domaćica, which is tea cookie.
Cookies with chocolate.
I love motokeksi. We bought some chocolate for dipping, which is kind of, I think it's vegan even.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And something that I haven't had since I was a boy, and I found it here. It is dinner time again. Today we didn't book anything, so we're just gonna decide on the fact how something looks and if we like the menu.
They were having some proper pizza.
Okay, food. We just had pizza. It was really nice.
It's in the marina actually at the end of Riva.
Yep.
Good pizza.
The options for food in Split are endless.
You have everything.
Exactly. You have high dining, fast food joints, a lot of them, vegan, vegetarian, fish, meat.
If you want something local, look for konoba.
Yep. And you also have hipsters, restaurants and stuff like that. But we do have to say that we did not find the main dish under 10 euro.
No, not really. No.
So that is where the prices move normally here. Another advantage of Split, you can use it as a hub.
It's a great hub actually.
Exactly. So behind us is the port, and from here you can go to islands. Lastovo, Korčula, Vis, Brač, Hvar, Šolta, which is really close nearby. And you can even cross the Adriatic and you can go to Italy.
Yes.
To Ancona. If you're into bigger boats,
it's an excellent stop for cruise ships. So if you see a cruise which is stopping in Split, excellent. You cannot. Yes.
It's exactly big enough to do it in on a day stop. And here on Riva,
they have many tour boats for panoramic sunset cruises, day cruises. Prices starting at 25 euro
for
up
a sunset
to
cruise.
For a sunset cruise up
for
to
a day
48
trip.
euro with lunch and drinks, and I
maybe
think
in high season this is more expensive.
I'm not sure, but
now this is
you
the price
have
at the
a
moment.
lot of options, of choices, so do the most of it.
If you want to escape the city a little bit, you
Go to Marjan.
Marjan. It's a big peninsula on the western side of Split.
It has many beaches, it has a beautiful forest park, walking paths, churches.
It gets really hot. You can enter from the city side, or as we did now from the western side, and we got picked up by I filmed the bus. I don't know how you find it. We tried to find more info about that, and it takes you up for free, which is really nice. We're gonna enjoy here a little bit. Super. Okay, this is it. Simona.
Split is still our favorite city.
Exactly. I wasn't even doubting that is not going to be the case.
Split is everything. You can come here off season. It's a great city trip. It has an international airport.
Only 15 minutes away, easily accessible then by bus and everything.
Off season, it's really nice. Also in high season, if you cannot choose the season when you can come here, I think it's a great holiday destination with loads of stuff to do, things to see.
If you want to know more about Croatia, we have a lot of videos about Croatia. Just check our playlist. Split is also a great starting point and a great hub, so because you can go then to the islands, you can even cross over to Italy, so that makes it ideally located for stuff like that. We have been getting a lot of questions about basic traveling tips for Croatia. Changing money, do not use these ATMs. Be careful about where you change money, because even though they do have the euro now, still dollars, you have to change them pounds and so on. So be careful where you withdraw money.
Shopping, you can get everything. You can get designer clothes, you can get cheap things,
Beach
Chinese
shoes,
stuff
beach
shoes. If you want to go to a mall, just outside of city is Mall of Split, huge mall with food court, with everything.
It's heavy.
Thank you.
So, thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, let us know. We will be here again, probably not to Ultra Music Festival, which is also really famous here, but yeah.
We've been 3 times. Best time ever. Anyway, like, subscribe, and see you next time.
Oh Maria. Kaj narobe, da mi tako ne paše? Kak je ena na Belija skočila od tam gore. Sam že pa tak plosko. Čakam, če nam je.